School is probably the place that you will see the most wildest, the most goofiest, the most silliest outfits that you will ever see in your life. And with fashion trends coming and going faster than a Nissan Altima, and with a bunch of clueless kids who don't know how to dress, here are some of the worst fashion trends in school that I've ever seen. Around the warmer seasons in my school, every dude would wear the polo tee, ripped jeans, and Jordan 11s, or really any other Jordan. And this quickly became a starter pack in my school. Every light-skinned and Mexican kid would wear this, and yeah, I was one of them for like a couple of months. And this fit became the male equivalent of the Cheeto girl. Although it's not necessarily a bad looking trend, it just quickly became oversaturated and every single fuckboy in my school was wearing this, and it just became a starter pack that you do not want to be a part of. Biker jeans also became a really big popular staple piece in many people's wardrobes. They were always so skinny and had that taper fit and had that zipper around the ankle, and they were always just distressed and just had some crazy washes on them. I used to have like 5 pairs myself. Looking back at it now, it's something that I probably would never wear ever again. Wearing your pajamas at school became a big trend, especially with lazy people. Like, if you're really that lazy to not put on any real pants and just go to school with the thing that you just slept for 8 hours in, I'm just going to assume that you haven't showered in 5 days, haven't put on deodorant, and haven't brushed your teeth yet, and you have overgrown nails. We all know that one kid who was pretty much a big hypebeast, and their entire style, personality, and identity was reliant on these hypebeast brands. Take away the hypebeast brands and these people will lose their will to exist. I never really liked or resonated with this aesthetic because how much it relies on these brands, and it just makes you look like a billboard. Dudes wearing open-toed shoes. Nobody wants to see your feet. It makes you vulnerable, if you know what I'm saying. Sagging is something I will never understand. I mean, this thing should have been left behind a long time ago. That people who are still sagging in 2023, what's wrong with you, bro? These next 2 trends are mostly for girls, but some of y'all already know about the huge feeless shoes that a lot of girls be wearing. I mean, these things are the equivalent of like a 4x4 lifted truck. These things are just huge. And another big shoe I would see a lot is like the goth girl big boot heel with a bunch of straps. Those things are so crazy, bro. Like, if you step on someone's foot with those things on, that should be considered as second-degree manslaughter. But the next trend that a lot of girls would wear are these tiny ass backpacks. And this is another trend that I still don't understand. Why would you wear a tiny backpack that you can only fit like 1 or 2 pencils in and not even a full-length ruler or some books or a binder or anything that you really need for school? And the funny thing is that every girl that I knew that who had this backpack on would either be in credit recovery or coming in and out of classrooms retaking tests. I mean, I guess I could understand a girl seeing these backpacks and being like, oh, it's a cute thing to wear, but it's completely impractical in school. And another very popular trend in my school that really resonated with every Edgar kid and every SoundCloud rapper trying to make it out is wearing a lot of jewelry. I'm talking stacks of chains, rings on every finger, just trying to ball out, especially with cheap jewelry. And it just comes across as trying way too much and trying way too hard. And not only that, but why would you wear all this jewelry to school where you're going to meet the most devious demon kids that you will ever meet in your life that will completely strip you away of everything the very moment when they get the opportunity? And now for the last thing, mismatched shoes. I'm talking about having a completely different shoe on your left foot and having a completely different other shoe on your right foot. Although it wasn't a trend that took my school by storm, it was still something often that you will see, and it just comes across as trying way too hard and trying way too much. Like, some kids be wearing their Yeezys on their left foot and a Jordan on their right foot. It's completely 2 different opposing brands that should not be mixed together. And every kid that would wear this swore that they were into fashion. They really thought they really did something different and they're in the same height as A$AP Rocky or going to be the next Virgil Abloh. All they did is just really kind of look goofy. I don't want to set any fashion rules, but just make sure that you know what you're doing if you're going to be pulling off something crazy like this, because if you don't know what you're doing, it's really going to show.